New York's most accurate forecast.
6:13 is the time. Remember those clouds that were over
They're
downtown
gone.
Syracuse an hour ago?
They're
We
gone.
can't find them now.
No.
73 degrees. We've gone down 4 degrees since we went on the air at 5 o'clock.
And that also explains the lack of cloudiness too. A lot of the clouds we had today were from thermals. The sun heats the ground, ground heats the air. These little thermals develop and the clouds develop with it. Well, we start
Radiational cooling?
Well, that's
Tonight.
what's starting to happen
Yeah.
now. And with the absence of that heating, those clouds fall apart. So,
But you went to SUNY Oswego, didn't you?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
As a matter of fact. I teach meteorology at
That's
ESF too. All right, let's see, where am I here? That was a curve.
Sorry about that.
I swung and I missed. Temperatures dropping through the lower 60s going into this evening. And I think a lot of you out in outlying areas are probably down into the upper 50s. All right, yeah, so I did, and I am one of them, a weather nerd, I guess you could say, but I do have a life. Yeah, I do. Remember that picture we showed last week of me wakeboarding as I limp along? All right, clouds over central New York falling apart, and those that were over the southern part of Ontario are collapsing as well. And this is actually what Rod and I were just talking about before the conversation got out of hand. These are from daytime heating, and now that we're cooling during the evening, they're falling apart. The irony is that as we get really cool tonight, the cooler air over the land, remember, Lake Ontario is still 71 degrees, so that's kind of a hot spot, and the air will be warmer over the lake tomorrow morning. Cool air drifts toward the warmer air over the lake. That causes updrafts, clouds develop, and we should have some lake effect clouds, even a few lake effect rain showers near Lake Ontario tomorrow morning. All right, going out through the week, this is why we're kind of encouraged about the weather for the State Fair. Jet stream winds at high altitudes that move our storm systems and air masses around. The system that brought in the cooler air that's over us now is already up into the eastern part of Canada. So as we move this along now, remember, cool north, warm south, here comes another pretty vigorous system at us Tuesday and into Wednesday. We got some showers and storms in the forecast for the middle part of the week because of this, and cooler weather returning. But as we go toward the end of the week, this too is forecast to lift out into the northern part of Canada. And if we're right about this, this would allow a lot of the 80-degree air I showed you at the top of the newscast to spill eastward across the eastern part of the United States. So I think we're going to find toward the end of the week temperatures warming, a great start to the State Fair. All right, for tonight, temperatures cooling out of the 70s into the 60s, 50s in outlying areas by 11 o'clock. Some of that land breeze cloud cover along the south shore of the lake already starting to develop. By sunrise tomorrow morning, we should have a few spotty, what we call land breeze lake effect showers along the lake shore. Computer might be overdoing this a little bit in its expectancy, but nonetheless, there should be something there anyway. And then during the day tomorrow, they'll drift southward, fall apart. We wind up with variable amounts of sun and clouds during the afternoon, temperatures up into the 70s. All right, Sunday, beautiful day, warmer. Monday comes the thunder shower, a little break in the weather. Notice the cooling going on here. That's that thing going on in the jet stream. That pulls out, and here we are back up to near 80 degrees by Friday.